Arielle Jacobs will step into a whole new world on February 20th when she takes over the role of Jasmine in the Disney hit musical Aladdin on Broadway. I sat down with the star to talk about her family connection to the show and what it's like to get to play a Disney princess. Arielle Jacobs.
Hi.
Thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
Taking a break from rehearsal.
Yes.
For Aladdin. You're going to step back into the harem pants. Is that what they're called, harem pants?
Yeah, they
Jasmine.
are harem pants. Yeah, and the big hair. Big hair with the harem pants.
Are you excited to play this part on Broadway?
Yes. I can't believe it. It's happening.
Do you feel like it's all coming back very quickly now that you're in rehearsal?
Yes. So when I started rehearsal, I wasn't sure, but I remember most of the choreography. There's like slight changes. Yeah, it's been fun singing with Telly.
Telly Leon.
Mm-hmm.
So you have done this part in Australia. Tell me what it was like to get the call that you were going to go and be Jasmine in Australia.
Oh, that was really exciting because I love the show and I love Australia and I always wanted to go to Australia. And I had to keep it a secret for so long.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, just because Adam and I wanted to plan this reveal video for my parents.
We have to explain. So your brother's Adam Jacobs. I think everyone knows that who's watching this, but brother's Adam Jacobs, the original star of Aladdin on Broadway. Mm-hmm. When you were going in for Aladdin, did you get pointers from your brother?
Not really. I mean, I'd seen him do it so many times, and I think we talked about the marketplace scene, like when Aladdin and Jasmine first meet, and then that was it. And then he's like, have fun.
No intel.
No, not really.
So you are taking over this role from Courtney Reed, who did it with your brother and did it for a long time on Broadway. I know you're not related at all, but I feel like you're extended family in a way.
Me and Courtney?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been in each other's lives for so long, especially because we did In the Heights too, and so we know each other from that world. And we're doing the Broadway princess parties together. She's always been Jasmine, and I started as Pocahontas, and then I was Moana, and last night I got to be Jasmine for the first time. I premiered my Singing Palace Walls for the first time in New York City at 54 Below.
How did it go?
It was great. It was fun.
So did Courtney give you any kind of pep talk or advice or anything in going into the Broadway company?
No, but she said, I think she said she left me something in the dressing room, and I don't know what it is yet, so I'm excited.
You haven't gone in yet to the dressing room. And she had a very princessy, adorable, fully done dressing room.
Yeah.
So are you going to change that around?
I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I really love the Moroccan style and the whole Aladdin world. We'll see how it goes.
So tell me about your history with Aladdin before you were in it in Australia. You did it as a child?
Oh, well, I sang A Whole New World at my 4th grade talent show.
As Aladdin or as Princess Jasmine?
As Aladdin. As Aladdin. And my mom just told me today that I also was Aladdin for Halloween that year.
You were in training really early to be
Apparently.
in the show.
Yeah. I think my parents had just come back from a vacation in Turkey, so they brought me the harem pants and like the traditional, the hat. It wasn't Aladdin's costume, but it felt like a purple satin version of Aladdin's costume.
So how many times have your parents seen Aladdin between you and Adam?
I have no idea. I think in Australia they came for a week, and I think they saw it 5 times.
Wow,
maybe
in 1 week? Wow.
Maybe 4. It was a lot.
And of course they saw your brother open on Broadway.
Yeah, at Broadway, but like Broadway, and they've brought so many friends.
They're like Broadway ambassadors.
Yeah, my parents are. They're like, come see our kids. They're starring on Broadway.
But how wonderful that you and your brother are so successful and got to be on Broadway at the same time when you were in Wicked.
That was the best.
You were Nessa Rose and he was Aladdin.
He was Aladdin, and we got together for dinner in between shows on 2 show days, and that was the best time.
Were you guys ever competitive?
Not really. I mean, we can't go in for the same parts.
Well, you were Aladdin in 4th grade.
That's true. I can be Aladdin.
So how does it feel for you to sing these songs again, and especially to do the magic carpet ride, which is the most magical thing ever?
That is my favorite part of the whole show.
Is it really?
Yeah.
When you were growing up, did you watch Disney movies? Did you have a favorite Disney princess?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. I loved Disney movies. I think I watched Cinderella over and over and over again. And then my favorite after that was Pocahontas, because Adam and I got to play Native Americans when that was my first show
when you were
ever.
really little, right?
Uh-huh. In California.
I know what this is. You were Blue Swan.
Yes!
Let's explain why you were Blue Swan.
Okay, so I got to pick my own character name because it was a brand new show. So they're like, pick your favorite color and an animal. And I think I said like purple flamingo or something crazy. They were like,
pick another one
else. So I said blue swan, and they're like, that'll do.
How has playing a Disney princess changed your behavior off stage?
I don't know that I've necessarily felt more princessy, but it's made me look at what a princess is, what I think it means to be a princess in everyday life. I think what all the Disney princesses have in common is their strength, their kindness, and their confidence, and their compassion.
They're role models.
They are. And because they're so strong, but they're strong and they're soft, and they're kind, and they're compassionate. And I think a lot of times we think we have to be this strong person in everyday life, and that strength can mean hardness, which is distancing between people, and that's not what we're striving for, I don't think. So I think it's a balance, and as a woman, like how to juggle those two things in a society where we often feel like we have to be hard in order to be taken seriously is something that I think it's great to show that that's not the only option.
And you're in such good company with the Disney princesses on Broadway right now.
I know.
Because you have your Lion King people, your Frozen people are coming in. Isn't that wonderful to be part of that family?
Yes, it really is. I'm really excited to see Frozen. Patty Murin and I did High School Musical together in the original production in Atlanta. So I'm obsessed with her, and I can't wait to see her as Princess Anna. And Jelani was in High School Musical too. All three of us.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. It's amazing. The Disney family is a tight-knit group. All right, we have to go, but before we do, we have to talk about your album, A Leap in the Dark, which is coming out just in a couple of months, right?
Yes, it is.
So this is based on the show you did at 54 Below?
It is the show I did at 54 Below.
Tell me, first of all, what music is on there and how people can get their hands on it.
So the show I did at 54 Below was not just a cabaret concert. It was more of a one-woman show. So it's a story of my life and told through songs and monologues. Very storytelling-driven show. And I sing songs from Disney shows and songs that you love, and from
a little
musicals.
Wicked, a little In the Heights.
A little Wicked, a little In the Heights, a little Aladdin, and then some songs from other shows like Waitress and Anastasia, and some pop songs too. And it's kind of a little bit of everything that I love, but each song is told in my own way to really tell the story of what's happening in that moment of my life. It's called A Leap in the Dark, and it's about taking leaps of faith when you feel like you're at the end of your rope, and hopefully it'll help other people feel inspired to be brave too in their lives.
That's wonderful. And when's it coming out? When can we get our hands on it?
It'll be end of March, early April, and it'll be on iTunes and Amazon and on sale at Aladdin.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So you can go to Aladdin.
Yes.
Hear you sing live and then get the CD.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in, and break a leg on February 20th when
Thank
you take your
you.
first bow on Broadway as
Thanks.
Princess Jasmine.
I can't wait.